Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Mike from sneakerhistory.com and we are back with another video. Guys, if you haven't done so already or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Please leave a like, drop a comment. That's going to get the video through the algorithm so more people can see it. And hit the notification bell to make sure you're notified when I drop a new video. If you need to find me outside of YouTube, find me on Instagram and Twitter at MadWatcher789. And of course, you can always find me on the Sneaker History Podcast and sneakerhistory.com. All right, guys, so today I have a package from the nice folks over at Reebok, which I really do appreciate. And of course, it is Boktober, so we got to get a Reebok video in here sometime this month, right? So I am really happy and almost kind of confused to bring you this one because this is a collaboration between two people I really didn't think was, I never really expected it to happen. So let's get into it because you guys may have the same thought. Now, this guy, you see the box, all black box here, done up in a matte black and a glossy black at the bottom. But you see the two logos. We got the Shaq logo and the Dame logo. And if any of you guys remember, because I didn't remember, I just had to look it up and it kind of popped up. These two gentlemen, both Dame and Shaq, had a bit of a beef, as we would call it, in 2019, but not over basketball, but it had a rap beef. I didn't dig too much into it because honestly, I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole, but I'm sure if anyone knows the details of it, I think Dame called Shaq not a real rapper or something of that nature. Shaq came out with some songs, Dame came out with some songs, and now we're here with, they have a shoe together. Not only one shoe, they actually have a pack together. It's called the Damenosis pack. We're looking at one half of it, which is the Shaqnosis, and I'll picture up here the Dame 7 that actually draped in the OG Shaqnosis colorway. But yeah, I never would have expected it because of the history with the two. Now, this is not a out of the ordinary collaboration because Adidas and Reebok have been doing collaborations together for a little bit. And the last one with the basketball realm was the OG meets OG when it came to the James Harden and Allen Iverson project they did. It was two different colorways, and that one made a little bit more sense to me because those two were both, well, one is still playing, but they're both prolific scorers in their own right, in their own generation, and really changed the game in their way. These two, again, because of the rap beef and the very, very difference in positions they played, this one's a bit different for me. So I went down to the description of the sneakers as I was looking at the kind of the press information. This really seems to be a shoe that really they wanted to have really put the rap industry and then the basketball together because they both were, as I mentioned before, both had side projects as rappers and are, I would say, decently successful. I mean, Shaq may have been a little bit more successful because, if I'm not mistaken, his first album sold over 1 million records, and I think his second album, Shaq Fu, I think that's right. I think it went gold, so I want to say Shaq may have had more of a successful career than Dame, but Dame is still young, Dame is still going, and I just don't know the accolades his albums have received. I've listened to them, they're not bad whatsoever. I think Dame is a solid rapper, but I just don't know the accolades, so no knock on either one of them. Again, it's just a collaboration I didn't see coming. Now, we're gonna jump into it, but one thing I do want to say is that I wonder if this is one of the last collaborations we're going to see between Reebok and Adidas because, again, if you didn't know this already, Adidas sold Reebok to the Authentic Brands Group, and the deal should be closing sometime in the first quarter of 2022. So this could be the last time we see the brands coming together for something like this. So I guess let's appreciate it for what we have and while we have it. Now, the shoe we're going to look at today is going to be the Shaqnosis. Again, one half of that Damenosis pack, which I did picture the Dame 7 here at the top already, but this one's going to be done in the Trailblazers red and black colorway. Now, with this, we get a traditional build of the Shaqnosis, so nothing's changed here. We're going to have our normal leather, I don't know what you want to call them, just leather patches going across the top, which is, again, it's a trademark look of the shoe, which made the shoe what it was. Now, some people will argue that the black and white or white and black colorway is the best colorway. I think this one's pretty solid. Of course, you love the classics, but I think this one's great for that fall, winter weather, those darker colors. So I think this is a good wear. And again, you have those black leather patches that we traditionally have. We have our Reebok logo done here in silver that is backed by a black leather patch. But as we turn it around, we're gonna have the Adidas logo done up the same way in the medial side. Now, the shoe is backed by this red flash colorway, and it, honestly guys, I don't know if it's leather or if it is a synthetic leather. It feels weird. Like it almost feels like vinyl, like you guys hear it. I don't know if you can hear that as I put it close to the microphone. It has it's either leather with a coating or it's a synthetic leather. Either way, it's okay. Not really a big deal to me. But again, the accents, the black accents have always been a nicer leather typically on the shoe. Now, as we move up the shoe to the tongue, it's going to be a mixture of mesh and leather panels. You still have your Reebok logo done up in silver. And at the bottom, you have your Shaq logo towards the toe box. You have some thick rope laces here, and these are the only laces that do come in the sneaker, so there's nothing extra. But as we get to the back of the tongue, it's done up in more of an open cell mesh. so you guys can see that. And it also has that extra ankle protection here. Now, by the looks of it, you would think it has like a booty system, but it's not. It's just extra ankle protection sewn in, so that way you get, again, a little bit more cushion on that ankle and Achilles area. The back is going to be sewn on with a black leather pull tab. And as you see in the back here on the left shoe, you have the Shaq logo. But if you pull out the right shoe, we have our Dame logo done up in silver here. Now, besides that, the shoes do stay pretty uniform. You're gonna have your same midsole that, just like any other Shaqnosis midsole, kind of replicates the top, where you still have the backing of the primary color with the red bands going down the sides. Now, my question about this shoe is that if you look at this picture I put up here, this is the initial picture I saw from Nice Kicks, I think. And they have a translucent sole that has a bunch of Adidas branding in it. Now look at this. It looks like production model actually came with this solid rubber sole that does not differ from any other Shaqnosis. So I actually like this better. The outsole that had all the Adidas branding just seemed a bit much to me. And I like the simplicity of the solid rubber outsole on the Shaqnosis. So I much rather this. I know some others rather the translucent, but I think this one really stays with that classic look. You're gonna have your white vector logo here. You're going to have your Shaq logo right here in the middle. And of course, it's not gonna be a Shaqnosis without your visible hexalite here in the forefoot and in the heel. But yeah, guys, that's the sneaker. Again, classic sneaker done up in a newer colorway. And what do you guys think of it? It releases on the 18th for $160, and I think it's a good shoe. I think it's something that is, again, if you're a Reebok fan, if you're a Dame fan, if you're a Shaq fan, this is a great shoe for you. And overall, it's a classic basketball shoe. It's always nice to have a classic in the collection. Again, shout out to Reebok. I do appreciate you guys sending these my way. But let me know in the comments what you think about them. Or are you gonna be trying to cop these on the 18th? Or are you saying, no, maybe I just wanna keep the classic colorway? Or what do you think about the collaboration? Did you see these two working together? I didn't, honestly, but not because of the rap beef, but again, I just didn't see these two connecting, and they just never really correlated in my mind. But let me know down below. I really do appreciate you guys as always, and until next time, see ya.